It's 2010, and all the classic Disney hits are on demand. Whether you're pirating, hitting up Redbox, or just binging, it was a glorious time. Magnificent, if I must say. These movies brought us good times, warm hugs, unforgettable songs, and of course, the iconic Disney princesses who stole the show. Without these women, there wouldn't be a need for Prince Eric, Flynn Rider, Naveen, and so many more. They're the heart of the stories, bringing the magic to life with their bravery, creativity, and most importantly, their beauty. Come here, Tiana. But let's be real, they're a bit too soft, lacking that grit. And how do I say this nicely? A few screws might be loose. Like when Sleeping Beauty gave her finger a DIY piercing. I mean, she seriously couldn't have thought anything good was going to come out of that. It's like the time I took a napkin and lit it on the stove, only for the napkin to burn me, which then caused me to drop it on 2 broomsticks, and one really started cooking. And it was one of them African brooms. I remember my mom having to take the brooms outside, and she started banging them together like a carnival monkey. Okay, my mom is not a carnival monkey, first of all. But look, I'm still here, so shout out my moms. Other curious Georges include Moana, who sailed across the ocean with a man who spends most of her trip stealing from her and rejecting her. And the Little Mermaid, who traded her voice for some legs. Now, as a leg day advocate, I get why she'd want to do that, but sis was struggling and couldn't even say it. I'm basically here to give these women a reality check, not a Prince Charming. I ain't saying I'm going full WWE on these princesses, but my hands are rated E for everyone. With that being said, here's my absolutely amazing take on who I'd fold versus who'd fold me. Coming up first is Snow White. Never watched her movie personally, as it wasn't something that I'd just turn on like your mother. But to my understanding, she's a princess that has mastered the art of nap time. She has a group of big-nosed, big-eared, little-bodied boys around her, and honestly, I can't hate on this moment that they had with each other. They was killing that junk. Now, I could just knock her out and call it a dub, but that's too easy. You remember how I said she mastered nap time? Yeah, that's a little trick she's been doing since the dawn of time, playing dead on her predators while praying that her looks lead the way. That's what stopped the dwarfs from committing a gangbanging assault on my good sis. But that's besides the point. How I'd really beat her is by taking what's most precious to her, them damn animals. You see that bunny? Bop! A goner. That little Tweedle bird? He's getting sniped. Oh, did they just show where they cribs out? I'm about to firebend their ass harder than they did with the airbenders. Don't mess with me. I got the power of God and anime on my side. Plus, I can just tell her mother where she at and she'll handle my light work. Mostly easy. I'd give this level of difficulty a 3.7 out of 10. Next, we got Cinderella. And I'm whooping feet. Because if we're being real, Cinderella only got one thing going for her. That glass slipper. But when it comes to drip, I'm on a whole nother level. I've got the exaggerated swagger of a black teen. And we all know that black don't crack unless you use it. So I'm out here looking fresh. No fairy godmother needed. Cinderella's story might be all about that midnight magic, but take away that heel, and she's just another girl at the ball. I roll up, and it's game over. She might catch our eyes with that sparkly dress, but I'm commanding the room as the commander of the Autobots with my style alone. No need for enchanted footwear when you got this swagger that leaves a lasting impression. 0 out of 10. Little bitch don't even stand a chance against this kind of drip. Next we got Mulan. No. Can't be. I'm not gonna lie. Nobody's touching Mulan. Not even Diddy. Mulan is a highly trained warrior who excelled in military exercises and combat. Her skills in hand-to-hand combat, archery, and military strategy will make her a formidable foe to fight. This is the same girl who single-handedly took down the Huns with nothing but a plan, some quick thinking, and a pair of adamantium balls. We're talking about someone who had the guts to cut her hair off with a sword on a Friday night and dive headfirst into war on a Saturday morning. She's honestly everything Sakura wishes to be. And if we're being real, Mulan is so versatile that even if you try to pull some jigaboo nonsense like setting up traps or using tech, she still find her way out with nothing but a bamboo stick and a scroll. You could have the latest gadgets, but my nigga, I'm telling you, she got centuries of war tactics embedded in her fucking DNA. Nigga, you try to run, she'll outpace you. You try to hide, she'll track you down. You try to fight, well, let's just say she already won. Plus, let's not forget, she got that dragon homie Mushu. If I try and run up on that nigga, he'll hit me harder than morning breath after eating Badusi. Level of difficulty? Aw, hell nah. Off the charts, unbeatable, hands down, 10 out of 10. Next, we got the mermaid princess herself, Ariel. Now, to fill you in, she's basically the Whitney Houston of SeaWorld, a siren, queen of many, and most importantly, inclusive to race and size. Assuming that she hasn't seen the real world before, this won't be too hard. Sure, she's got the fins in the ocean as her backup choir, but on dry land, she's basically a fish out of water. Now, my strategy just to beat this red-headed fish isn't just with some fishing hook. It's more about psychology. You see, she's obsessed with the human world, so all I gotta do is play on her desire, and bonus, let her keep her voice. Figuring that she's the naive princess who wants to defy the norms makes her taking the bait a cakewalk. Ariel might be a princess under the sea, but up here, my breakfast. 1 out of 10, easy dubs. All right, next up Tiana. Look, y'all, Tiana, she's got it. Like, the looks, the ambition, the culinary skills, that make you want to forget your name. She's the kind of woman that you don't fight, you surrender. She's the kind of woman you hate to see go, but you love to watch leave. Her personality shines brighter than DDG's veneers. And that booty, body, let's just say in frog form, she can still get it. There's no winning against someone like Tiana. You simply bow down and let her take the crown. Ain't no shame in it. She's worth every bit of that admiration. 10 out of 10, would surrender every time. The next princess I had to battle was Rapunzel. And this time I'm gonna let y'all decide based on how it went down. So boom, I'm creeping through the woods on some random night. I've got my game plan set. Climb the tower, catch her off guard, and bam, it's a wrap. Game over, right? Wrong. I get to the base and the tower's towering over me. But I'm committed, so I start climbing, using the rough stone to pull myself up. Get to the halfway mark, I start feeling pretty good about myself, thinking, I've got this in the bag. Then out of nowhere, this long-ass golden rope drops next to me. I think perfect, she's making it easy for me, say less. I grab onto it, thinking I'm about to get the drop on this bitch. But as soon as I start climbing, that shit wrapped around my leg like a boa constrictor, yanking me up so fast my head's spinning. Before I could even process what's happening, I'm dangling upside down, face to face with Rapunzel herself. She has this rabies kind of look in her eyes, like she's been waiting for some dumb nigga just to try her. And there I was, niggling around in her trap. She swings me to the tower with force that I didn't know that she had, to be honest. I crashed to the floor, then I crashed out. Rapunzel, let go, lil' hoe. But she's already on me, frying pan in hand. I'm weaving, dodging, but she's relentless, each swing coming closer than the last. I try to offer her some vitamin D, but she not having it. She spent 18 years locked up and wasn't gonna let this moment pass by, especially since I was black. Boom! The frying pan connects, and I'm seeing stars. And yes, this did happen. I'm so serious. Hand on, not the Bible. But y'all let me know what you think the level of difficulty was in the comment section. Next up, we got Moana. I know I mentioned her earlier about the man that she was with, but let's talk about her, okay? So she's the daughter of a demigod and has the literal ocean on speed dial. She also can control waves, summoning sea creatures, and navigating stars like it's nothing. Yeah, that's a lot on a resume. Her connections to nature and the demigod heritage makes her a force of nature herself. You're not just fighting Moana, you're going up against the entire ocean. Think of yourself as Dory and Moana, the ocean, literally.
Black Lightning, I don't know about this.
I know, run. All right, it's time to wrap this up because let's be honest, I low-key fumbled the bag with the last three, so I'm just gonna keep it simple and clap Elsa. No overthinking, no fancy strategy, just straight up handling business, going to town. She's got ice power, sure, but can she handle the heat of this